Mastering the art of conversation. Never run out of things to say. Introduction. The social communication. Challenge-filled circle. Have you ever felt awkward in social situations? Filled circle. Struggled to keep a conversation going? Filled circle. Experienced uncomfortable silences? Filled circle. You're not alone. Communication is a skill that can be learned. Understanding social anxiety. Filled circle. Social anxiety affects many people. Filled circle. It's not about personality, but about communication skills. Filled circle. Being comfortable with some people proves you can improve. Filled circle. Communication is a learnable skill, just like playing an instrument. Method 1. Ask intentional follow-up questions. Filled circle. Don't just say, "Oh, that's interesting." Filled circle. Ask specific, probing questions. Filled circle. Example. If someone mentions golf, ask. Filled circle. Where do you usually play? Filled circle. How long have you been playing? Filled circle. Are you part of a club? Why follow-up questions matter. Filled circle. Shows genuine interest. Filled circle. Removes awkward pauses. Filled circle. Gives you conversation control. Filled circle. Conversations are simply a series of questions and answers. Method 2. Active listening. Filled circle. Counterintuitive tip. Listen more, speak less. Filled circle. Focus completely on what the other person is saying. Filled circle. Avoid preparing your response while they're talking. Filled circle. Listen to understand, not just to reply. The listening paradox. Filled circle. Most people listen to prepare their next statement. Filled circle. True communication requires full attention. Filled circle. Ask questions based on what you've actually heard. Filled circle. Improve conversation quality through genuine listening. Method 3. Find common ground. Filled circle. People connect through shared experiences. Filled circle. Look for similarities in filled circle. Interests. Filled circle. Background. Filled circle. Experiences. Filled circle. Use probing questions to discover connections. Handling awkward silences. Filled circle. Silences are natural in conversations. Filled circle. Don't panic when conversations slow down. Filled circle. Learn to be comfortable with momentary quiet. Filled circle. Remember, silence is temporary. Practice makes perfect. Filled circle. Communication is a skill you can improve. Filled circle. Start with small interactions. Filled circle. Be patient with yourself. Filled circle. Observe how good communicators interact. Key conversation strategies. Filled circle. Ask intentional follow-up questions. Filled circle. Listen actively and attentively. Filled circle. Seek common ground. Filled circle. Stay curious about others. Filled circle. Be comfortable with occasional silences. Self-reflection activity. Filled circle. Recall a recent conversation. Filled circle. What could you have done differently? Filled circle. Which of the 3 methods would have helped? Filled circle. Practice one new technique this week. Common conversation mistakes. Filled circle. Talking too much about yourself. Filled circle. Not asking questions. Filled circle. Appearing disinterested. Filled circle. Interrupting others. Filled circle. Avoiding eye contact. Body language matters. Filled circle. Maintain appropriate eye contact. Filled circle. Use open, welcoming postures. Filled circle. Smile and show genuine interest. Filled circle. Nod to show you're listening. Conversation starters. Filled circle. Ask about recent experiences. Filled circle. Discuss current events. Filled circle. Share interesting observations. Filled circle. Compliment genuinely. Filled circle. Ask for recommendations. Digital age communication. Filled circle. These skills apply online and in person. Filled circle. Text and social media require similar skills. Filled circle. Be authentic and engaged. Filled circle. Practice empathy and active listening. Overcoming social anxiety. Filled circle. Start with low-pressure situations. Filled circle. Practice with friends or family. Filled circle. Take small steps. Filled circle. Remember, everyone feels nervous sometimes. Benefits of improved communication. Filled circle. Better personal relationships. Filled circle. Enhanced professional opportunities. Filled circle. Increased confidence. Filled circle. Deeper understanding of others. Filled circle. More meaningful interactions. Your communication journey. Filled circle. Communication is a lifelong skill. Filled circle. Be patient with yourself. Filled circle. Celebrate small improvements. Filled circle. Keep practicing and learning. Reflection and challenge. Filled circle. What's one conversation skill you'll practice this week? Filled circle. How can you become a better listener? Filled circle. Challenge. Talk to someone new. Filled circle. Record your observations and progress. Final thoughts. Filled circle. You have the power to improve. Filled circle. Communication is a skill, not a fixed trait. Filled circle. Stay curious, be kind to yourself. Filled circle. Every conversation is an opportunity to learn.